Hello friends, welcome to Elite Grammar Classes. I am Ruben. In this session, we are going to discuss about personal pronouns. In the previous session, we discussed about definition of pronoun and various kinds of pronouns. And I mentioned 7 types of pronouns. Among them, personal pronoun and reflexive pronoun are the most important areas. So that let us discuss about personal pronouns and reflexive pronouns. Let us begin the discussion. The personal pronoun can be divided into 4 subdivisions. They are subject pronoun, object pronoun, possessive adjective, and possessive personal pronouns. And the reflexive pronoun is the second category, but we have to discuss reflexive pronoun among these. Then only we have a proper understanding of this. So, subjects. Subject is the one who does the action, or if it is plural, who do the action. Let us start with I as the subject. I is the most important subject, controversial subject in English. I is the most important subject in our lives too. Okay. I. And when I, for example, me, I am here itself, this I. When I have to change into object, an action from other person has to be taken place. Can you follow? Let us show me an example. I am Ruben. I is the subject here. And there must be one other person. Just example, let it be God. God is another person here. I am the one, and there must be an action from another person. And this I become me, and this me is object. In the previous session, I mentioned that subject is the one who does the action and object is the one who gets the advantage or disadvantage from that action. Here God is the person, other one subject, love is the action, and it is me, it is I who get the benefit or disadvantage from that action. So when subject I, when it becomes object, it changes as me. Then let us come to reflexive pronoun. In reflexive pronoun, the action, let us follow the same example for each of this. The action, the subject is God. Sorry. In reflexive pronoun, the subject and object are the same. For example, the subject I, love, and the object also the same person. It becomes myself. The subject is the same person and the object also the same person. When I becomes myself in reflexive pronoun. See friends, here in this category, the subject change into objective pronoun and reflexive pronoun because of action, because of verb. And the difference is, in objective pronoun, an action took place from another person, And in reflexive pronoun, the action took place the same person, from the same person. Let me repeat that example again. Here I am the person and action is from other person. God is another person, love is the action, and here subject is I. When I becomes object, I become me. And in reflexive pronoun, the love, that action is doing, who is doing the action? The same person, I, and the object is also the same. So we can say these all objective pronoun and reflexive pronouns are made by action. Objective pronoun is made by action from another person. Reflexive pronoun, in reflexive pronoun, action is from the same person. Let us move to the possessive adjective and possessive pronouns. Possessive, that means in the name itself we can understand there must be something, it is related to something of ownership, something in possession. Here we are discussing about I just imagine I have a car. This thing is in my possession, you just imagine. In possessive adjective, I can say that is my car. And in possessive personal pronoun or possessive pronoun, I can say that car is mine. This is possessive adjective and mine is possessive personal pronoun or possessive pronouns. What is the difference between these two? In the possessive adjective, I am describing about my possession. In the possessive personal pronoun or possessive pronoun, I am making a confirmation of my possession. No doubt that car is mine. There is no doubt about that. I am making confirmation. But here I am just describing about my possession. This is the difference between these two. So then I become my in possessive adjective, and in possessive personal pronoun I become mine. So just see, I, the subject is I. When it is objective pronoun, it becomes me. A reflexive pronoun, it become myself. In possessive adjective, it became my. It is just describing the action. And possessive personal pronoun, it is making confirmation of that possession. Okay, let us move to the plural of I, we. This I and we are first persons. First persons. Now we can write all the subjects pronouns here. I mentioned only I because to explain these things. Now let us write all the subjective pronouns here one by one according to the first person, second person and third person. First person are I and the plural is we. Second person is you. And the plural also is you. These are the second person and the third person. Third persons are he, she. It is female. If it is a thing or an animal, it. And the plural of third person are they. Third persons. So these are the subject pronouns. I, we, first person, you and you, second person, he, she, it, they, third person. Now let us discuss these subjects, how these subject pronouns change its forms in all these categories. First, come to object pronoun and we. Let us follow the same example. Love of God. God loves. Here we, the plural, and the object. When we becomes object, it changes as us. God loves us. Verb, object. The beneficiary, us. In reflexive pronoun, the same subject, we, and when we become objects, it changes into ourselves. When the possession, we have something, we have to say about our possession, we have to describe about our possession. We usually say India is our country. Because this nation belongs to us, we usually say India is our country. We are describing about our possession. So this country is ours, no doubt. Possessive pronoun. In you, God loves, no change, you. You. And the action, love. Subject is the same person, you love. This is singular, yourself. Here, if it is the subject is plural, the object pronoun has no change. The change took place only in reflexive pronoun for the second person you. That is just like this. For plural, you love. Singular is yourself and the plural is yourselves. And something in possession, that is your car. That car is yours, possessive. For plural also the same things. The only changes is here in reflexive pronoun. All the for second person you, the change only here. Let us move to the third person. He, when God loves he, another person, third person, we have to say God loves him. When it is, if it is she, we have to say God loves her. If it is a thing or if it is an animal, God loves it. And they, plural for third person, God loves them. Now, moving to the reflexive pronouns. Himself. And for female sound, female subject, herself. And it becomes itself. And the plural, they become themselves. When to show the possession of he, we have to use his, and the possessive pronoun also his. Going to the female subject, her, that is her car, hers, and it become it itself, and its, and the possessive, it's not used, not in use. It's enough. For plural, India is their country, that is their car. That car is theirs. This is the variations of all these subjects. Let me repeat again. Subjects, when subjects become objects, what is object? The one who derives or get the advantage or disadvantage from an action. The object pronoun becomes, the subject's pronoun becomes object pronoun because of an action from another person, and the subject pronoun becomes reflexive pronouns from an action from the same subject, and possessive adjective and possessive pronouns shows possessions. Possessive adjective describe the possession. Possessive personal pronouns make confirmation about the possession. So I hope all of you could follow the session. In the next session, let us meet with a new topic. Until then, take care. Bye.